Hey guys, how are you? It is Sonia. Gotta put an apron on because, you know, something happens when you play and paint. It just tends to get everywhere, right? Even when you mean it not to. It just has a way. Tell me if you know. I've put my feet in paint before, in a whole paint bucket one time, I remember. I literally stepped off a ladder and put my entire leg into basically a gallon of paint. It was great. But yeah, paint gets everywhere. It's funny, when I sold my Kia Soul, which is a car I had when I was painting kitchens, it was perfect because it was like a box, you know, the hamster mobile. You could fit so much kitchen in one little box. But it had paint all over it. And even when I got rid of it, I'm like, yeah, the next person's gonna be like, what the heck happened in here? Like, why is there so many different colors of paint? It's because paint gets everywhere. Hey Yvette, how are ya? So anyhow, it's Friday. We made some new paint this week and I wanted to share with you 6 new colors. So I'm going to be putting them up for grabs today. You guys know that every Friday at 7, it's like clockwork now. We dropped some new paint colors to play with. And so I've got some colors to show you that you guys have been asking for. So I'm going to show you the label and then we'll swatch because I need to create my listings for this. So we're going to do it together today. Where shall we start? You know, let's just start. Should we start just bright and bold? So one time I nearly broke the internet when I painted a hutch that I got for free, that somebody called me and their husband told them, if you don't do something with that, I'm going to burn it. And so she had it for a project for a very long time, or for a project in mind for a long time. We all know that. How that happens, it just sticks around and never did anything with it. And I think she just had a moment where she was like, okay, I would rather just move it along. So she called me and said, would you like to take it? And then at that time I said, absolutely, I will be there. I filmed a whole vlog at that time, going to the house, to her farm and picking it up. It was really nice. And then I proceeded to paint it online where, oh wow, okay, there's a lot of people that can come out of the woodwork when you try to paint a piece of furniture, little old buffet, a very hot pink color. At that time it was called Berry Dance, who remembers? Well, that hutch is still with me today, many moons later. It's in my shop. I have a whole candle section that I sell there. And you guys still talk about that. It was in my house with me for a long time. And anyhow, you were like, I need more of that color. So we decided to do, a hot pink that you have been waiting for. Now, when I did mine, I also antiqued it. And so it kind of like muted the color. You can do that as well if you want. But this is the color. Actually, let me do this. This is the color here. This is the label, and then we'll swatch the color, okay? So this is the color. Can you see it? It is called Berry Rush. It's a very good name, I would think, right? So here is what that looks like. Got some swatch pads here. I might end up putting little critters on these later. But for today, we're going to use it for swatch purposes. And today I noticed I went out, because I sprayed these outside. They don't stick together on me. And there was all these little leaves. You guys seeing a lot of leaves down today? You could just tell that nature was like, okay, you know, here's a whole other, you know, it's another day and more leaves are falling. So this is the color. So pretty. Ready? You got it. So this is called Berry Rush. And if you know Berry Dance, it's just another version of a beautiful, beautiful pink. And so if you've been needing some pink into your life, there you go. Pamela, how are you? Kathy's on. Hello from Canada. How is the weather back home? You'll have to let me know. So tell me if you've been waiting for a hot pink. If you've been waiting for a hot minute for a hot pink, I got you. I got you. So that's going to be available later today, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just go to junkmonkeypaint.com and it will take you straight to our Etsy shop. The next one You know, when I moved to Pennsylvania, Matt told me he called these little tiny leaves that would just fall off like that. He calls them, I think, helicopters. They look like, they just spin down. Anybody else? Anybody else know what I'm talking about? Okay, what's the next color? You ready? The next color. Should I swipe left or right? Jessica says beautiful. Oh, good. I'm glad you need some pink in your life. All right, let's just, I don't know. Let's see where it goes. Oh, okay. Well, the next color that wanted to come up was, this is the label I'm showing you. They're getting printed right now. This is brand new paint batches. This color is called Rose Quartz. Tell me if you two love the Rose Quartz. But you guys have been asking, will you do a pink color? I got you. I got you. And it's a really pretty pink color too. It's a very classy, just beautiful pink color. You know, not bubblegum, but rose. And here she is. I'll come in close so you can see it, or maybe even back here. Do you see that? It is a beautiful pink color. There you go. So we've got the Berry Dance. Oh, I called it Berry Dance, the old name. This is Berry Rush. And then we've got this one right here. It's called Rose Quartz. Can you see it back here? It's just a really pretty, soft rose, very feminine, like perfect pink color, but not too bubblegum, you know, because there's a line, right? Some colors, depending on what you're painting, who you're painting for and the style that you're going for. So it's a really nice, beautiful, soft pink color. Okay, this is the next one that came up. So I call this one Night Owl right here. So you know it's gonna be maybe some sky nighttime related. Sure is. So this is a brand new color, and I would call this color like it's a black with like a mulberry purple, but it's also got blue into it. So it's a really, definitely a night sky kind of vibe. So this one is called Night Owl, and it's just a really pretty, really moody, deep black, purple, blue. There you go. Isn't that pretty? Tammy's on from Phoenix. How are you? Nice to see ya. So what do you think of this color? I'll give you a glimpse at the end again if you're just joining me and you missed a few off the top. We're doing 6 new colors today. We've done 6 new colors now. We're pouring them off and all that wonderful stuff. And what's the next one? Oh, antique lace is coming back as well. You'll see that appear today if you need a batch of antique lace. We did rose quartz, berry. Oh, this one right here. So you've been saying, okay, I need another sage color. So will you bring back a sage? So this one is called Desert Sage. That's the custom label that I designed. Let me get all my little leaf pieces off. It's so nice out there. It's a beautiful Friday. I think I might go camping for a night this weekend. All right, so you ready for a sage color? Are you ready for some football? Here you go. This is my football right here. All right, so let's get a good scoop. Scoop, scoop. Yep, you betcha, Tanya. So be sure to grab it. I know you wanted to get it. So this is a gorgeous color, and so we call this, actually, you know what? I think I pulled the wrong color. I'm sorry, I have 2 greens. I lied. Now you're gonna wonder, what color is that then? This actually, I just looked at it and realized, not the right one. So this one here is another color you're gonna see. And this one, as soon as I put it on, I'm like, that's my olive right here, okay? So this is one called Olive Fern. You guys were like, will you bring an olive color, please? So this is the Olive Fern right here. Stay tuned for the sage. You'll see them side by side. But this right here is, I love this one. This label has birds and nest on it. So fun. Do you see that? So this is Olive Fern. And so we used to have a color called I Love You More. I love you more. No, I love you more. I love you more. I'm like, what can we call this one? It's a different version. We could call it just like, I love you. But in case anybody wanted to match it out with an old color, I decided to rename it completely. So this is Olive Fern. Oh, that's such a pretty color. It's olive fern. And since I teased you with the other one, but you didn't get to see it, the desert sage. Oh no! You know how I started this and I said when you get into paint, it has a way of getting everywhere. It's okay. It's all water-based. So it's good. And then let me find the sage one. It's hiding back here. So this right here is the desert sage. And I'll put these side by side so you can see the difference between the olive fern and the desert sage. All right, here we go. You see that? This is your sage. Isn't that a pretty color? Love that. So we got sage, and this is the olive fern. Completely two different greens, right? Do you have a favorite? You love them both? For me, it's hard to pick. It's really hard to pick, which is why I'm really enjoying doing fresh batches of just new colors every week, because there's so many colors that I would love to put out there into the world. And these are definitely two colors. And so the olive and the sage, okay? And I have one more. I've been doing pretty much 6 colors a week, and I just decided to keep with that. You guys have seemed to be enjoying it, and I enjoy creating all the colors. And we have one more. You ready? I know you're going to be able to see this. See it before I get to it. This one is called Dream Cloud. Oh, there we go. This one's called Dream Cloud. And you know, this blue is just such a pretty sky blue. It kind of reminds me of when I was talking to Matt. I said, you know how when you play like Super Mario Brothers and you see the sky behind? Like, it's just a really pretty classic blue. So here we go. This one's called Dream Cloud. Isn't that nice? So when you need a bright, clear day, you know what? Sometimes you just got to create it yourself, right? Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. All right, so this one's called Dream Cloud. So I'll go back over them again real quick. But 6 new colors today, keeping with our tradition of on Fridays, new colors, junkmonkeypaint.com. So yeah, tell me which one you love. Nancy says, I hope you will show us some more of your furniture painting. Absolutely. I have some projects. I actually have some projects here to the side of me. And I might pop on a little bit later tonight to do like a smaller project. I shared last Friday that I haven't been feeling the best. I just really hurt my back. I actually have another chiropractic appointment here at 2 o'clock today. So I have been trying to be really gentle with my back and lifting big pieces and things like that. So, you know, I just kind of change my days up to be like smaller things and what can I do today? So that's what I'm up to. But yeah, I actually have a recipe box that I want to paint. Should we do that one tonight? You might see me on live. If you say yes, I might pop on. All right, so this one is called Dream Cloud. This one is the sage. Here we go, desert sage. This one here, oh gosh. Take my heart right now. This is our olive fern. This is our berry rush right here. Yeah, she says her husband's suffering with sciatica, so I understand. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, is this what it is to get old? You get older. Oh my gosh. I feel my body more than ever. And then this one right here is just a really pretty pink, right? Love that one. And then we have the right here, which is like the black, blue, purple, dark mulberry. It's like a little bit of a purple, black, blue. I mean, I'm just trying to think, how would you describe it? I called it night owl. I see a lot of blue right there. It was just very much a sky, a deep, moody color. So I love it. So yeah, that's 6 colors right there, friends. And then of course, antique lace is back by popular demand this week. So actually this is this color right here, antique lace. You can see the white, but it's actually an off right here. Loveless says, I'm gonna be getting the berry rush. That's pretty. That's so pretty right here. I love it. You know, this feels like you put this color in your space. It feels like a very happy space. Some colors, you know, you have greens and things like that that really make it earthy and just bring that nature vibe inside your home. When you bring colors like this, it is just like jumping jacks. Like it just elevates a mood, doesn't it? I love that color. Color can do so much for us. In fact, that is why, you know, certain companies pick certain colors to put on their walls, to calm, to make you hungry, whatever it might be, right? And so color plays a big role in our life. And when you see these colors, some are just, you know, make you feel different ways, right? Isn't that pretty amazing? It's awesome to live in a world where there is color. But yeah, I might pop on later tonight and do a quick live, but it'll be like later. It'll be Junk Monkey After Dark. So, because I think tonight, yeah, it might be like later. Like I'm talking like 9 o'clock tonight, 9:30ish. And then do a little project with you guys. I think that will be really fun. I have a bunch that I want to get to. All right, friends, so with that, I am going to go get ready for my appointment. And, but yeah, look for these colors, more new ones today. Excited about that. And I'll see you on here live again. Hey, Karen, how are you? Happy Friday to you, my friend. You guys take care. Bye.